Guys, welcome to another video of Sweet Will's Garage. This episode we are starting off with painting the hatch, the hood, and the fenders for the pace car. So I can't remember where we left off with the last one. I think I was about to jam these. So obviously they're jammed. I got them jammed, the hatch and the hood. So they're jammed, and now we're painting the top with the fenders. I sprayed the spoiler with the jams, so that's done. And yeah, that's where we're gonna start right now. So I'm gonna make some paint. Let's get them sprayed. Here's the final result. The hood, I didn't care much for the center since the cowl goes there. I wanted to save some paint and clear, but turned out pretty dang good. Can't wait to buff this stuff and get the stickers on. Heck yeah. Time to go home. I'm tired. It's like 8:30. Alright guys, it's been a couple days. Got him in here just chilling, waiting. I do have a couple zebra stripes in the middle of the hood because I didn't really get it that much coverage there because I didn't care because the scoop will always be on. So that's kind of what you see there, but everything else turned out really good. I did 3 coats of clear so we can buff quite a bit because I want it to lay like a mirror. So I got those in here chilling, and I did get the doors off the body today, pulled the seats out. So now we're gonna start on the shell. Once I get the shell painted, we can get the hatch back on and start putting everything back together. So it's kind of my main focus. The doors are over there. You can see the jams, they look like crap. Super nice car though, there's like no rust anywhere. Some little surface stuff, I don't know if they sanded it and never painted it, but it's kind of weird. But as for that, there's like no rust anywhere. There was a huge dent there before that was popped out, so it's kind of beat up there, but not too bad. So we're gonna be getting that done. And then the doors are in super good shape too. I gotta throw them on a stand, get the door panels off. And then we're gonna paint the jams. I'm gonna tape off the sticker obviously, but everything else is gonna get painted. And I'm not gonna tape off like they did. I don't know why they did that. I also might take the paint off the bolts, or at least the latch for sure. But it does have the Z-bar in the front. This stuff's a nightmare to get off, so I'm gonna try my best to get most of it off. But next few days, I'm gonna be sanding that stuff, getting it in primer. I haven't started putting stuff on the engine bay, which is good in my opinion, because the longer it sits, the less it'll chip and stuff when you put it together or scratch all the little stuff. We do got to get a new heater core because I pulled too hard on the hose and pulled the fitting off. So, but this is where she sits now. It's Thursday at the end of the week. I almost got the last job done for the week. Been busting work out quick and hard so I could work on this. I got to get this done before it gets nice out, and then the shop will be super busy. So that's where we're at right now. Hopefully tomorrow I have the shell sanded and primed. That'll be huge because once the shell's done, I'll be working way harder on it because I can start bolting stuff back on for good. So doors will go quick, shell's going first. All right guys, it's been probably a week since I last recorded. I got most of the body sanded. I kind of took a week away from it because the shop's been busy and I didn't want to rush and do half good work, half my quality of work, because I was starting to get sick of it already from working all day at the shop and then working on this all night. Kind of got tired of it, so I pushed in the corner for a while so I don't rush. I've been working on cleaning the jams here. You guys seen in the last section, they look like this. That's all the Z-bar, and then you got overspray from their paint job and stuff, and I hated looking at that. When you open the door, you kind of just seen that. It looks like crap. Got to sand that little rust there too. but that is what I was getting rid of. So I kind of learned the Z-bar trick finally. Use this, scrape it off, and then use lacquer thinner to clean the rest. It works like a dream. Wish I would have did this on the floor now or underneath the car. But yeah, you just do this. You can see how that stuff's kind of weird. How it like never gets hard, but it is hard. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But I do that, and then I use lacquer thinner to take the rest of it off because it's kind of like gooey in a sense. So that's kind of what I did the other side. I'm going to do it to this side, and then I'm going to sand it with 180. We are going to prime to here, back, all the way around the door jamb with the shell. So I'm almost ready to get it in the booth to throw the primer on the shell. We also sanded back here, and I'm not sure if this is factory, how they just painted around the taillight. But when I go to redo it, I took pictures. I'm gonna tape off where they did, exactly how they did, but I'm gonna do the whole thing black. I'm not gonna leave this weird triangle. And then we're gonna go down to here. So this whole tail section will be black, which I believe probably what they did in the factory, but I'm not sure. But that's how we're gonna do it. I gotta take the sticker off and sand in there. But once this is in primer, it'll go way faster. So that's kind of where we're at now. Like I said, I took a little break from it, and so I wouldn't go and do this stuff too fast, because you can't chimp out on door jambs, in my opinion, because like they did when I was sanding it, it just started peeling off. They probably didn't scuff it very good. So that's where we're at now. I'm gonna finish sanding the little spots that I have left in the sunroof and stuff, and then we're gonna get it in the booth for primer. All right, guys, finally got everything sanded. I'm about to blow it off and clean it, get it in the booth. It's Friday again. I don't know how many weeks I've been working on this now. The sunroof area took frickin' forever. It's not too bad. It got a few little spots. Mostly it's right there, but got some Z-bar there that I couldn't get out. My fingers hurt too bad from sanding this thing past 3 days. So other than that, everything turned out awesome. I got around the wheel wells really good, so they'll look good. And like I said, I'm gonna tape to here. So gonna get it in the booth. All right, guys, got it all masked off. About to lay the first coat of primer, and it took a while to mask this one off. I had to make sure I didn't get nothing on the underneath, so got that all done. And you guys will see we smoothened out the pinch weld, so that's smooth. In there sucked to sand like I told you guys, but here we go, finally getting into primer. So crazy how much it took to sand, but it's not like I'm spraying very much. So once it's in primer, it'll sand quick. But here we go. All right, guys, got all the primer done. Feels good to get this in primer finally. Takes a lot of time to get a body sanded and stripped like this. So pretty happy. When I get here tomorrow, I'm gonna spray some guide coat on it before I unmask it. And yeah, primer's pretty thick, so there is some lines in there because it's kind of dry, but I got quite a bit of coats on here so I can block it off. So, like I said, feels good. That shouldn't take too long to get into color now. Then I'll be moving. All right, guys, we're back. So I got this thing into primer on March 31st. It is now April 27th. Still sitting here. We're gonna sand it today, get the shell painted in color. And like you seen earlier, this video's been taking a while because I don't get a lot of time to work on this. I don't like to stay late and rush stuff. So today's Thursday. I'm going to Florida tomorrow, Friday, over the weekend. So I'm gonna get the shell painted and it can sit in the booth for 5 days to just let nobody mess with it or move it around. So I'm gonna start sanding it now and get in the booth here in a little bit, clean everything off and get it sprayed. So finally getting a move on. The hatch, the fenders and the hood have been painted for over a month now. So it's time to get the shell done. And then the doors still aren't even in primer. They're just chilling there. So I gotta get them sanded. The front bumper's not in primer, but we knew that this was gonna take a while. I don't have time to just focus on this. It's kind of a side thing. But once the shell is painted, I feel like it'll push me a little farther to get it done faster, so I can start bolting stuff on the car, if that makes sense. So enough of me chit-chatting. I'm gonna start sanding it and get it cleaned for the booth. All right, guys, got it all sanded. It was a nightmare. My fingers are as strong as nun fingers now. Look at that. Look at my thumb from pushing so hard. But got it all sanded. I need to wash it, and then we're gonna get it in the booth, start blow drying it. You'll see I didn't sand the bottom because where it's going flat black, I'm just gonna get overspray on it, and then we'll sand it later with the gold. So not gonna spray the whole thing gold like some people do. I think it's a waste of time, but made the jams all nice and smooth and clean. So we're gonna start cleaning this thing off and then wheel her back in the booth. So it's happening today, boys. All right, guys, got it in base coat. We're about to lay the clear. Looks super good, as you can see. So, pretty excited. Like I said, I go on vacation tomorrow, so we're gonna lay the clear down, and I'm gonna leave, and then I'm gonna come back and unwrap my gift when I get back. So, heck yeah. Here we go, clear time. All right, guys, just got it done. I'm about to head out of here. Just wanted to show you guys what it turned out like. Turned out pretty good. I'm very happy with it. So when we get back, we're gonna unwrap this thing. But for now, I'm gonna end the video here since I haven't been uploading a lot. I've been gaining quite a few subscribers lately. So we're just gonna call it good here and see what it looks like when we get back. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one.